Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. It's the last podcast of 2020.
Of all
Oh my
time.
god.
Yeah, it's episode 133. And yeah, what a year. What a year.
It's been
it's
great,
been.
right?
January was pretty dope.
Yeah. January was fun.
Yes.
We only heard about stuff happening elsewhere in the world, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. January was fun.
Wait,
Pretty
was
good.
the Australia
Pretty good.
fires January or February?
Oh, I think it was
January.
January. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That was the end of January, mid-January.
Yeah.
Like
So
something
there
like
was
that.
no-
Wasn't
part of this
January
year.
also World War III was trending
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
while?
January was
Ah,
dope.
Good time.
Oh yeah, and Kobe died in January too.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my
That's
god.
right.
Yeah.
This year is garbage, yo.
Shit. That month was crazy. I mean, this entire year's just been crazy, but shit, fuck. Damn.
Was February at least fine?
No, something bad happened every month. Isn't that like the meme?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was the
That
meme.
happened every month.
And then, like, yeah, because, like, I think February is when, like, the first, COVID cases started showing up in, US. And we're like,
really?
no, it's
Was it that
only,
early?
it's only, like, in Seattle. It's just, like, one person there. And then, like, it started to be like, oh, yeah, there's some in Wake County in North Carolina. It's like, what the f... And then,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, that was annoying. I remember like in March where it was like, all right, we're gonna start going to things. It was fucking thing. Because I remember like seeing it, like hearing about it, and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be another one of those like SARS, Ebola things where you're like it'll make it seem like it's gonna be worldwide, but it'll like pan out. But then like once it got like the end of February and they're like, oh, it's spreading here, it's spreading here, it's spreading here. And then like March, they were like, all right, everyone's in lockdown. And I was just like, oh, fuck. And then like people are stupid and that's how it goes.
Yeah. Well, some good news though. At least over 500,000 people has been vaccinated so far.
Good.
In the US.
Good.
And now they're starting to vaccinate people in nursing homes, and next up is going to be essential workers and frontline people like police officers, firefighters, and everything. So they're rolling it out a bit faster than I thought they would for vaccines, which that's good news.
Very good.
And plus we have two now with the Pfizer one and the Moderna one. So maybe sometime in summer next year things will be back to normal somewhat.
The CEO of Pfizer said he didn't want to take his own vaccine. And everyone's like, why do you not want to take your own vaccine? He's like, I don't want to hold up the line for people who need it. And it's just like, press X to doubt on that one, buddy.
My dad's been watching 28 Days Later. It was like, because I mentioned that it's like 28 days between like the shots that you get for Pfizer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see in a couple weeks how well that worked.
Yeah.
Hopefully no fucking mushroom sprouting out of people's brains.
Yeah. But anyway, how you guys been this month so far, I guess, past couple of weeks?
I've been playing video games and nothing else because I'm a scrub. That's it.
I played Undertale and I beat it.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's good.
But I didn't play it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I played it a couple weeks ago. Like I was like, I don't know why. I just got the urge to play it. And I just did the pacifist route, and I was just like, "Oh, this is sweet and wholesome and stuff like that." I always saw it, and then at the end, it was like, "All right, now I just want to warn you: if you go back, you can ruin all their lives and do this." And I was like, "Fuck that!" So I just want to play Doom. I was just like, "Yeah, just like I'm not doing that to fucking
human lives over here."
Yeah. If you want me to kill some monsters, I'm gonna go play Doom. Yeah, because like after that, because I had known what happened, because I've heard about like the genocide run and all this other stuff. I was just like, you know what? I'm good. I really just. These people are too sweet. I don't want to fuck them up. Like that's pretty much all it was.
Yeah, why would you want to murder them?
Yeah,
Genocide Run is also too grindy anyway. Like,
yeah,
I was like,
it's
really?
also Sans is fucking hard. Like I never beat Sans. I just watched Hero beat Sans.
Hero beats
Did you watch? Were you watching me beat him? Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
remember
okay.
you were streaming it, like on Discord.
I don't remember, but okay, that sounds very possible. Yeah. Yeah, that fight was something.
Yeah. But let's see. My birthday was last week, last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jack sent me a giant Lego set, which is back there.
Hey.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, which is the Jurassic Park one.
Yeah.
Let me get the T-Rex. Actually, I'll show you guys.
It's a motherfucking T-Rex. I gotta say it every time. I'm sorry. I have to.
What is that actually from?
Show you in
It was from that fucking when Nostalgia Critic used to do like good videos. Like it was from that fucking video when he was talking about Jurassic Park, and he was like, "Oh no, this is the best character in the movie." And then there's this. He has this theme song for the T-Rex. It's
Critic,
like,
like the brony person.
Right. Yeah.
You said what?
There you go.
No, the
Critic,
Nostalgia Critic.
Oh
No, not.
Critic.
Oh God, no. Yeah.
Yeah, here's the T-Rex with the head, and it can move and everything. The T-Rex took me about 4.5 hours to build.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's got this articulated.
Don't drop it.
Oh shit!
Oh
Yeah.
God!
Yeah, you broke it.
It's okay. It's Lego. We can put it back together.
Ah!
No, because I remember when he was making it. I don't know why I had like
you
a
joked
giggle
about
fit.
like having a drop.
No, because I like was like saying like, wouldn't it be some shit if like he walked over to the gate he built and then he like accidentally slipped and just crashed on both of them? And I was just like, God no, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, and here's
You
the
don't
gate.
put those
Really?
vibes out
Hey,
into the
nine-
world, dude.
9 more hours of stream.
9 more hours of stream.
Yeah, the the gate took me about like 5.5 hours, but I built like both of these on stream.
Jesus.
Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun.
gate opens like that.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Here's all the characters here.
Dinner.
Dun, 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 dun. And dude,
It
it's
doesn't
so funny.
It doesn't
like
have the
half of the
kids.
guys.
It doesn't have the kids, but I do have a Jurassic Park Lego set that does have the 2 kids. The only character I think that's missing, the only character that's missing, one major character is the lawyer. He wasn't.
No,
a
he's in
part
the
of this.
T-Rex.
Yeah,
Hey, he's in the T-Rex.
there's actually a frog inside of the T-Rex, which is cute because like the dinosaurs are part frog DNA.
That's pretty funny.
Like you just see the legs. Just no. What you need to do, Paleo, is go to like your other Legos and just break one in half. And put it in the T-Rex.
I'll just put like some legs in there, or
the
or
upper torso.
if they do make like more Jurassic Park Legos from the first movie, and they have like a Lego set with him in it, I'll just put him inside the T-Rex.
Awesome. That'd be cool.
But yeah, that was a very nice gift from Jax, so thank you.
No problem, dude. Hope you like it. I got some of my friends good Christmas gifts that they're like, oh, that's nice. Or good gifts in general.
Saber, you there?
Yep.
What have you done the past couple weeks?
Holding on the fort.
Christmas shopping, holding down the awful heart. Wrapping up videos for the rest of the year, and that's really it. Just getting ready for Laura to come back in town too.
Yeah, is she moving back after Christmas or during Christmas?
She'll be here the next. It's kind of a yes and no. During Christmas, yeah, she's during.
By the way, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the podcast is that Hero went out to get food, so like he just got back home. That's what
Oh, so yeah.
Disgusting.
System disarmed. Ready to
He's disarming the bomb.
He's disarming the bomb.
That's the sound of the bourgeois over there, where there's your rich person security system. Keep the proles
But
out.
if you ever try to rob Hero, you know that he has a bomb in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And your ass.
Important information.
I've never seen Hero's house, but I just imagine it's a McMansion.
No.
A McMansion?
Yeah.
McMansion.
Yeah. You ever heard of McMansion? It's like a small mansion for like well-to-do like white people who feel like they're superior to everybody else. A McMansion.
No. It's a. I guess it would be a townhome. Like since it's
Why are we
attached to other
discussing
houses.
Mira's livelihood?
Is what you're
I bet-
in? Is
I
what you're
bet
in
you
called a
got
townhome?
a marble
townhome.
cable
Okay,
top.
yeah.
See, that's when you know you're in. It's just it's like a French Revolution. They're walking through like a castle. And they're
Wait,
like, "See?"
Tom, you've been to Laura's place. It's similar to that. It's just like one. Actually, yeah, I think the same amount of bedrooms.
That's like a mansion as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
can't
dude,
imagine
yeah,
ever having that
nice.
kind of like space of my own. It seems unobtainable.
Laura have a nice house. That house.
What does the
is
word
great.
attain mean?
Attain, like
Yes.
achieve, acquire, to gain.
Not
Yeah.
to obtain. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are those words so close?
All right. I guess
English is dumb. That's why.
I guess we can get started with topics and
Let's
everything.
do it.
Unless anybody wanted to say anything else about the past 2 weeks.
Nope.
All right.
Yep.
Hero, did you want to say something?
Oh no, I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just playing video games.
So the first thing I have on the list here are some stuff we can talk about with regards to reviews. The first thing, I guess only me and Saber watched it. And as part of the thumbnail is the Croods: A New Age. And who knew they would make a sequel to the Croods? It's very weird because like we didn't see anything for it for the longest time, even though they said it was happening. And they released a trailer for it like a couple months before it came out, like in November, I think. Yeah, when was that trailer? That was like late in the year. But yeah, it actually released in theaters, and it's actually still in theaters now. But I wasn't gonna do that. But it released, yeah, but it released digitally on Friday. So me and Saber watched it.
I have a question.
What?
Do theaters allow you to like right now because of all the COVID age, like if you wanted to, could you like go up to them and say like, hey, I want to rent out a theater for
You
blah,
can
blah,
rent
blah,
out
blah?
a theater, yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I know what I'm doing.
You have to rent out a theater, but you also still have to pay for the ticket. But I mean, if you're gonna rent out the theater, I mean, you have enough money for the ticket.
Shit, yeah, I'm gonna do that. That sounds fun.
Still have to
Go
get
watch
this ticket. Yo, come on.
Yeah.
Because I just be walking around watching anything.
Jax, you got to rent out a theater so me, you, and Saber can go watch Godzilla vs. Kong private screening.
Oh fuck yeah, let's do
Oh,
it,
yeah.
bro, dude. Legit, let's do it,
That'd be dope.
dude. Legit, that'd be fun. That'd be so hype. Let's go. How much? Oh god, let me see how much it'd be.
I think it's like 100.
Too much.
I don't know. IMAX was a little more.
Dude, I gotta keep quiet about that till it gets here. Yeah, that sounds fun. IMAX theater. Ugh.
I'm not sure if you can rent out
Also, Saber-
IMAXs.
Aw, who says?
I don't know.
They challenge my power.
Just haven't seen that before.
Paleo, I don't know if you know, but Jax has a silver YouTube play button. He has more options available to him than us normal people do.
A silver YouTube play, but wow.
Uh,
Good times.
But yeah, the Croods 2. I liked it. I think Saber liked it more than me though. Saber, you there?
Yep.
Yeah, what do you think of the movie?
I loved it so much, I have nothing to say about it.
God, that was like a paleo response. It's like, yeah.
Yep. Saw it. It was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. Just average.
Yeah.
By average, you mean by normal movie standards, not including the shitty movies that you have that just create like a negative on the scale of like quality, right?
Yep. You're right.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, those are like an outlier. But as
Mhm.
far as like, go ahead.
I was gonna say it was as far as like mainstream animated movies, because this is a DreamWorks movie, it's better than some of the other mainstream animated movies that came out this year. Because it's better than SpongeBob. It's better than Scoob, for sure.
Oh my god, I even forgot that came out entirely.
Yeah.
That shit was awful. Awful.
It was
Bloody
very
filthy.
bad.
Yeah,
Good
and the other
Jesus.
DreamWorks movie that came out this year with Trolls World Tour, I think I liked Trolls World Tour better because I like the concept of that better. But I as far as like quality goes, they're probably about on par.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I need to watch Troll Tour.
Me and Saber kept guessing about like where the plot was going, but there's a lot of things in the Croods A New Age where I was like, if they go this route, that would be very brave if they did, but they didn't, and I'm like, aw. But there's still some things that surprised me about it.
Like the pony episode where Pinky finally learns that not everyone has to like her.
Yeah.
I wish they would make that.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, wait, what
No.
episode was that? I was gonna say, what?
That
Yeah,
episode-
it was the
I was
middle.
gonna say too, I was like, oh man, maybe I'll have to go back and finish the series if
It's-
something cool like that happens.
No, he's
no.
talking about the first mod episode.
There was like 3 different episodes where she almost learned that lesson, and they were like, "Never mind, everyone likes Pinky." I'm like, I hate
Yeah.
this.
Hey, at least Recess and the Weekenders both did great jobs with that, so
Yeah.
even it out.
Weekenders confirmed better show than MLP.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a fact right now. So let's don't get silly.
Yeah, Croods New Age. I mean,
The Croods was so good that we spent half that conversation not talking about the Croods at all.
yeah. I mean, it's like, oh,
That's
it's
really
as far as like DreamWorks fare, it's fine. Then Helluva Boss, the second episode came out for it, which I think a lot of people actually liked it a lot better than the first episode.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I should.
I'm the weird
Dude, it
one
was
who
good.
doesn't like it more than I liked it. I just liked the first episode more, but like I can see why more people like the second one more. I get it. Like,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
made me,
Yeah.
it made me
I mean,
like the owl dude. I was like, oh, you're like not a
Horn Dog.
You're not a, I mean, he is. But he's not a simple
Yeah.
character at all.
Yeah.
And it had
Yeah,
like,
see,
actually believable
Okay.
dialogue, which I'm always like a sucker for. So
that animation in the beginning, that was just stunning. I like rewatched that like scene in space like many times over. I was just like, oh god, that was spectacular. I loved it.
But yeah, Tom, I think you'd enjoy the second episode. It was good.
it's good.
I probably would.
I don't
It's definitely-
think anyone didn't like it, actually.
That's good. Maybe I'll just leave the call and watch it right now.
No, that means you have to make a Tom analysis on it and put it on YouTube.
Oh,
Everyone should be
never
mad at
mind.
you.
Yeah.
No, never
Like,
mind.
never
again.
I'm never watching anything ever again.
Oh come on, Tom. You could be like
It could be like the next Brody period. Come on.
I gotta
No, he
get my
could be
YouTube
like-
play button, I guess.
dude, you could be freaking demon eager or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking like you're eager for demons or something.
That sounds like a Pornhub channel, but okay.
I mean, it is
I'm not
Helluva
that
Boss.
comfortable with that word and N being so close together.
Oh,
Uh,
he can get away with it. I can't.
Because when you said it, I was like, that would be bad.
I
Yeah,
was
go
one
on,
foul
Bob.
away from being really bad.
cool. He didn't know that it was my plan all along to get it.
Oh, all right.
Let's see. I'll save this for after the show stuff. But Mandalorian.
Oh
It
yeah.
finished. It finished
It
the
finished.
season 2.
Yeah,
And
finished
it was
season two.
That
hype.
I did watch.
Yeah. And I guess we'll probably talk spoilers about this.
Right.
Yeah, we got to.
It's hard to talk about it
yeah,
without going into
it's really hard to
spoilers.
talk about it without spoilers. So, for those of you watching that don't want spoilers, I'm gonna put up a little spoiler tag under us. and you can just mute us, and then after we're done talking, I'll remove the tag, and then you can unmute. So here we go. Spoilers for The Mandalorian. So yeah, Boba Fett. Apparently, there's going to be a show.
Is it going to be a show? I was unclear of whether they were implying there's going to be a Boba Fett show or if the next season of The Mandalorian is going to be about Boba Fett.
Apparently, they're still going to do another season of Mandalorian, but like Boba Fett's going to be separate, I guess.
Okay, because it was not very clear.
At least that's what I heard.
All right, I don't know. That was like a cool after credit scene, having him go back to Tatooine and just wrecking shit. That was pretty dope. Pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. I see how people are like, oh yeah, Jon Favreau's like kind of saved Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. So yeah, because it's like the whole thing that I love about this, like, because there were certain aspects of it where I was like, oh, I wish Boba Fett would come back a bit more and like, fight the Dark Troopers and do all this stuff. But it was like, okay, I guess like he had to go do his own thing. And the whole like end fight scene, like first off, I know they gave the freaking Dark Troopers like fucking dubstep, but like honestly, it kind of, because they're so like alien and robotic, I was just like, you know what, I can dig it. It's not like distracting me at all. They were intimidating as fuck. I love the fake out they did where they were like, oh, it took him this long to beat this one, and it's like, oh, how are you gonna fight all of them? And then it's like, oh, they got sucked out into like this air vent, and then it's like, oh, that's kind of lame. But then they fucking just show up again. And it's like, fuck, and they all got racked.
Right.
I love that.
I was really glad they brought them back because I was like, oh, that's such a cop out. Like, why are they in an airlock? That's the dumbest thing.
Because like when I was watching with my dad was like, can't they fly? And it was like, oh yeah.
It's like, the show remembered that too, which was cool. I know some people were complaining that like, oh, the Dark Troopers are just as easily disposed of as a regular battle droid when it comes to a Jedi, and I'm like, yeah, that's true, but like this show's The Mandalorian, and like in terms of like regular people, those things fucked everybody up,
Yeah, exactly.
So like it kind of makes sense that it shows how much more powerful a Jedi is than even like Mando or anybody else. Just like spoilers. Luke comes in and fucking cleans house with these guys. Like, it's not even a thing.
Yeah, made up for all that Last Jedi bullshit.
Dude, how happy is Mark Hamill right now?
Yeah.
After they like massacred his character and like give him this.
Oh my God. What I loved about it is like, because someone posted this on Twitter, but like if you look at the scenes, like if you compare like the scenes from Rogue One with Vader and Luke coming in, it's like he's doing like the same movements like Vader did when he was like crushing and killing all the people when he was like slashing.
It reminded me so much of that scene. It was really fucking cool.
Oh God, it was so hype. I love it.
I mean, awesome. Seeing, because like that's like always the interesting I think that's kind of like what everyone was interested in seeing in like The Last Jedi, right? It was like Luke becomes like a full Jedi at the end of the final movie of the original series. Right. And we always wanted to see like him as a fucking badass. And we never get to do that because like by the time we see him again, he's like this crotchety old man drinking like alien milk, and it's just really gross and horrible.
It's weird.
So like giving him that moment, like I think it would kind of ruin it if we like started like, if we had like a Luke series or something, and like we really just like, because like what I liked so much about The Mandalorian, and I kind of touched on this last podcast too, is how like it made all of Star Wars feel bigger. Because like here's all this stuff happening in the Star Wars universe that has nothing to do with the characters that we know. It's just like there's this whole like Star Wars is a galaxy, and there's all this big shit happening to other people besides like the Skywalker saga at the same time, and that was kind of the cool thing of The Mandalorian. And like, but like now it's like getting small again. It's like, well, now we have Luke, and now we have Boba Fett, and now we have Ahsoka, like all these people we know, just like we're scale, it's becoming smaller again. It's the same people we know before. And on the one hand, I kind of am not a huge fan of that, because it kind of feels like we're falling back on like safe trope sort of things, as opposed to like letting these new characters carry their own stories, which is why I was like, when they were like, oh, the next season of Mandalorian is going to just be about Boba Fett, I'm like, oh, please don't do that. So I hope that's not what they decide to do, because like that would just really take the winds out of the sail of Mando being
Yeah.
like a good character. And
I'm pretty. Yeah, because I think like to go along with what you're saying, I think like the Boba Fett like stories. I don't think that's like a Mandalorian season. I think that's like its own show. And
Right.
Mandalorian's still like ongoing, and then we'll follow like Din, the main guy, and stuff like that, and him going on. And like it'll be fascinating to see how the show goes on with like without like Grogu fucking ass. So that's gonna be interesting because a lot of like people were watching it specifically because it was like, oh man, Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. All right, that was like what I like to see. Like I like to see like the wolf and the cub, or the samurai and the cub thing that they're going on. And I thought that was like a really cool aspect, but like I love the fact that they showed that, okay, yeah, even if Grogu goes away, that the show can still like be good. The show can still like
Right.
maintain like its quality. Like it doesn't need them to have like, oh, this guy around and stuff like that. And of course, he's probably going to make his cameo or something like that. So that's going to be interesting. But
Here's
yeah, like
question though. Here's the question that I thought immediately when Luke showed up. Grogu goes with Luke. In Last Jedi, all those Jedi are dead. Is Grogu
shit.
dead? Does
Oh,
Grogu
shit.
die?
no, it's like this.
Some
No,
point
it's
between
like,
now and Last Jedi.
you know what it is, Tom? So it's pretty much like this. They're all like in Jedi class, and then Kylo just looks at him like, "Hey, don't come to school tomorrow. I like you." It's just some shit like that.
Wow.
I know. I'm sorry, people. Don't. Yeah, I'm just saying, like that. That's what it feels like with how like Kylo was. Like
Somebody should make a comic like that.
That
Oh
would be
god,
pretty great.
that'd be hilarious. Patent pending. There you go.
Incredible. But yeah, like it's because that's the thing always in the back of my mind, because this Mandalorian feels so separated from the sequel trilogy. Even I know there's like 20 years in between the two of them, and like this is probably going to do a lot to like bridge the gap, and I'm sure a lot of the other Disney Plus shows coming out are going to help bridge the gap. But it feels like season 1 of Mandalorian felt like a hard reset of being like, we're just going to ignore everything about these garbage trilogies that nobody seemed to like. We're going to do it a whole new thing. But like the longer it goes on, the more they're inevitably going to have to like tie it in together, because it's like Plinkett says, like they'll be around forever. They can never go away. So it's just like, we're going to have to address all this garbage at some point. How unfortunate. But
would you prefer for them to acknowledge it or just retcon it entirely?
I would rather they retcon it. I didn't find those stories at all interesting. There was so much potential in the first one that was thrown away.
Well, to be fair, in the Lego Christmas movie, they have this time crystal, which allows them to go through portals in time. It actually will change the dimensions, which will allow.
So there you go. Boom.
I'm fine. Ass pull whatever you need to. I would be fine even if like you use all the same characters. Just make the story more interesting.
Isn't that how they're supposedly going to like reset the DC universe with like the Flashpoint thing?
I mean, they've done that so many fucking times.
I mean, like as far as like the movie.
Yeah.
The movie.
No,
franchise.
see the thing. Yeah, because the thing is, like the Flashpoint thing, like they even had like the Flash from the movies meet the Flash in the TV show, and then the old Flash even showed up. So it's just like, wow, that's ridiculous.
Right.
And they had Kevin Conroy as freaking live action Batman, like Batman Beyond, in that show. And then they also had freaking the guy who was Superman in Superman Returns come back as Superman when he was already Adam on that show. So it was weird. So the thing about multiversing, which we talked about, I think like either on the stream or something like that, where we like with the whole Spider-Man 3 thing, and I was just like, oh, everyone's in this freaking like, oh, Lego Spider-Man's in it. Oh god, this everyone's in Spider-Man 3. It's ridiculous. And so it's just like the point of it is that since it's a multiverse, they can do all this crazy shit, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, we can just sort of say that didn't happen. That was in another universe. So we're completely say like if it goes well, cool, we can always go back to it. If it was shit, well, though that thing was destroyed, we don't know what to do. So it's the same thing with like this whole Star Wars retcon thing, or like the DC retcon thing, like however they want to do these multiverses. Like the thing about multiverses, like once you introduce that concept into established product, it's just pretty much saying like, okay, this is our safety net. So if we fuck up, we always have this safety net to go, boom, we can fix it. Boom, we can fix it. Boom,
Right.
fix it. And that's kind of like, it's iffy, but that's how it goes.
Yeah.
God, Disney acquired LucasArts in 2012. It's been that long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Ah.
I think
Remember when
that's
they
also
fucking
when they
said
acquired Marvel.
Ah.
I think you're right. Yeah, because that's when they fucking switched out fucking Josh.
I feel when Disney literally is by and large.
The whole planet is gonna be just Mickey Mouse head.
It is. It literally
Yeah.
is.
Well, I would say
bring
AT&T
DuckTales
is
back.
bigger than AT&T is like twice as big as Disney, and they own Warner Brothers and also internet like utilities.
Is AT&T twice as big as
Yeah.
Disney?
Like their net worth is.
Oh, sorry. Are they just low key about it?
Because one
Like
thing. Hold on. By the way, we're done talking about Mandalorian. And I'll bring this up. So I'll remove the spoiler tag here.
I don't think they're low key about it. I think they're probably pretty thorough about it.
So yeah, one thing I spoke to Saber about this is that people always rag on Disney, but people never like talk about like Universal and Warner Brothers because both of them are owned by Comcast and AT&T, which are companies that provide utilities. Disney doesn't own any utilities.
Yet.
Yet. But like
Waiting for
Disney
that
is like a
Disney gas station.
strictly entertainment company.
They're gonna have some fucking Attack on Titan level battle with each other in
Yeah.
a few years. Are you in a Burger Hero?
Chicken sandwich.
Oh, dude, that sounds
Chicken
good.
sandwich.
I'm gonna make one tomorrow. Chicken sandwich. Oh god, now I got.
Wait, what is that from? Oh god. What is that?
That's from that. It's from that weird YouTuber who lost their minds, and they're just like Popeye's chicken sandwich. And they're
Yeah,
like,
that.
Yeah. It's-
Paleo. According to macro trends, AT&T is worth 209 billion and Disney is worth 313 billion.
That's weird.
No way.
Last time I looked, like AT&T was worth like
I have no
500
idea.
billion.
Is AT&T owned by an even bigger company?
No,
Who owns them?
no one.
Space. See, that's what they want you to think. We onto your shit, all right? I see you watching this. Okay.
Is Saber there?
He's dead.
I think
His mic's muted.
I just sat back down. I was walked Lammy real fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about Mandalorian, but we're done now. So Hilda season 2. I watched that. Did anybody else?
I watched the first
No.
episode and I really liked it, but that's not a surprise to me because Hilda's a great show. And then, like Saber said, I'm gonna give you a chance to say your quote, Saber, that you said last night was really funny. Did you forget?
Oh, yeah. I said that Peppa Pig is just Hilda's persona.
There you go. See, that's funny.
Listen to that bravado that was delivered with.
Yeah. Hilda's a great show. I got nothing bad to say about it. Like the first episode, it was solid. Thought it was good. Like it's not like I'll probably see like more stuff when I keep watching it. And I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be so freaking incredible. But yeah, like the first season I thought was just a solid, good, heartwarming show. When I watched the entire time, it was just like I feel good. It gave me like, you know, when we watch ponies, for not like that extent, but like a little bit. Like I'd say like 5.5% of that feeling when we first watched Pony. It was just like, oh, this is nice. This is wholesome. I like it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how it was. So that's how I felt watching it. So
Yeah,
I'm
there's
sure I'll
some
enjoy
really
season two.
interesting episodes in season 2, and I'm not going to give away what they are, but they're really interesting episodes, especially in the later half of the season.
Oh, okay.
So
Good.
I'd recommend it, and also like as always, the animation looks great. And
Awesome.
It just has that really good like nice aesthetic to it with that color palette that it has.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go into some of the trailers here. Oh yeah. By the way, we'll answer super chats at the second half of the show. So anybody who sent in super chats, we'll answer them when we do Q&A after we go over the topics.
Yeah, see who can donate the most. Make it a race. So go ahead.
So I'll put this after the trailers about that.
Chicken sandwich. I don't know.
So, oh yeah, you remember Winx Club?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
They're making
I saw that.
they're making like a live action show, and it looks like Riverdale or something.
Yeah, that shit is crazy to me. I was like, out of all the most random shit to make a live action Netflix version of, that is one where I'm just like,
yeah, that's
that
really
completely
weird.
sidetracked me. Oh god. See, the thing is, I am so indifferent to. See, the thing is, because I saw that Winx Club thing, and the more I see these shows get turned into these edgy, dark, like Netflix shows, the more I really want to see that live action Powerpuff Girls, just because I want to.
Yeah, I just want to see what they do now.
I just want to see them do it like depression shit. Oh,
Because
God,
I've never had like a show that I like turn into one of these. So I'm kind of curious now. Like, I have a very morbid curiosity about it, since like they've already like fucking done the Powerpuff Girls reboot, which is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, just go fucking crazy with it now.
Yeah. I mean, with like they did it with but I guess you can argue like the old Sabrina comics were darker back then, because like the Sabrina like show I grew up with, like we all grew up with in the 90s, and then like the cartoon of Sabrina, and then you have the Netflix Sabrina. It's just like oh Lord. And so it's just like they did that. So I'm curious what it's gonna be like. I'm probably not gonna watch any of it because I didn't watch Winx Club like that. It just wasn't my thing. But yeah. It's interesting. That's all I'll say. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I watched this trailer that Ryan put on here called this movie called Nobody. I didn't know about it, but it's from the John Wick producer. Looks neat, I guess. Then Long Gone.
Nobody?
Huh?
Is it called Nobody?
Yeah, Nobody.
Like is it called like Nobody, or is it
Nobody?
Because there's
nobody, one word.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because 2 words. There's something else.
Yeah, it has one of the, I think, Breaking Bad actors in it.
Let me see.
Nobody.
Oh yeah. Better Call Saul. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Long Gone Gulch, which the pilot for that is releasing next month. And me and Saber actually presented a little clip from that at MomoCon last year.
That was a cowboy cartoon, right?
Yeah.
That was hype because it had Tommy Pickles in it, and I like her voice.
What's her name again?
E.G. Daily. Yeah. Yeah, she's also Buttercup's voice.
Yeah. She's great. I haven't heard her in much stuff lately.
Yeah, the full pilot for that will be out next month. And then there was a trailer for Camp Cretaceous Season 2, which I haven't watched because I don't want any spoilers.
Yeah.
But that actually comes out also next month, which was sooner than I thought it would come out.
Yep. Yeah. We don't watch trailers here. We can't do trailers.
And then before you go into one of the big things, the Game Awards happen, and you guys joined me, except for Saber. I don't think Saber's there.
No.
Yeah. You don't like
Saber's not a real gamer.
What happened at the video game moment telling him about Smash?
Yeah, that was the big thing.
Won everything.
Yeah, Last of Us 2 won everything.
And Sephiroth.
Yeah, and Sephiroth happened, which was like very early on in the show. I don't know why they. I guess they didn't really have anything too big at the end, except for I guess Mass Effect. But that was also like a CG trailer. They didn't really show anything. It was like, Mass Effect will continue. Not even like what they're doing.
Well, the coolest thing about that little teaser is that the character at the end is Liara, one of the main companions from the original trilogy. So this is not going to be a new story like Andromeda was. They're going to continue the characters that everybody liked from the original series. So that was the big thing. That got me excited because I can hopefully see my space wife again. Tali, best character. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they also showed another thing from BioWare with Dragon Age. So we'll see if like BioWare can redeem themselves after Anthem. which
Here's hoping.
yeah, and also Mass Effect Andromeda.
And
Their
they
track
also-
record's not been great.
They also showed a new Monster Hunter Rise trailer.
Yeah, they did. Which a demo is actually, and a demo is coming out next month
in
for that.
January. Yes.
Really?
I will
I'll
not
definitely
be
try
playing.
that.
I won't play it. I'll play the game.
I want to try to see if I even want to buy it because I've never played a Monster Hunter game before. So.
Monster Hunter is not fun by yourself though. You have to play it with other people.
I mean, I've played it by myself when I played the first
Being
game that I played
social,
before it.
even doing this podcast is hard.
But,
Like you can play it by yourself, but like
it's just
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
I'm gonna download it then. And
You
play
can't
it.
play Monster Hunter. You got mad at me when I was beating up the monsters.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if I feel like I'm breaking-
but if all of us get Monster Hunter Rise, we can all play it together. So
I mean, and I will be like day one buyer, so you will always have something to play with.
But
You just ask me.
it's
Okay.
gonna run at like 20 FPS on the Switch.
No, it's being made for the Switch.
Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah.
I need my 60 frames. It's 2021
No, it's only gonna be
when it
30.
comes out.
It's only gonna be 30. It's a Switch. We've been asking for like 60 frames on games for like ever, and we still get 30. And like,
Got a PCMR Monster Hunter World on PC, 4K, 60,
Oh, come on,
ray
PC.
tracing.
in October.
Lol.
another thing that was shown was Perfect Dark, which
Yeah.
yeah, because we were when we were watching the trailer, it's like, what is this? And then it showed like the back of Joanna Dark. It was like, oh, I guess
I remember that character.
Yeah, I guess Microsoft
from a million years ago.
I guess Microsoft remembered that they had that franchise.
Right?
I was shitting on it. I was like, oh, look, it's another shooty. I don't want another shooty. No more shooties, please. And I said Perfect Dark 2. I was like, you good? You good? You good?
Continue.
Totally welcome.
This is my shooty. Okay,
Right.
okay. Continue.
Yeah. So if Microsoft, like, they really need to, like, have good exclusives this generation.
Well, they bought Bethesda, so they have Bethesda games now.
But they
and Doom.
haven't even like clarified if like they're going to be exclusive to their platform or not.
They'll do it.
But
Wait, so like Perfect Dark's coming to PS5?
No.
Where's it coming to?
no,
Xbox
and PC.
Xbox and PC. So
Yeah.
PS5 can get something like Flawed Light or something.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Can we please kick him?
Good one, George. Thanks, Jeff.
Like, legit sounds like some indie ass title or some shit. Like, I was like, what indie game are you talking about?
I'm trying to remember if anything else like significant happened.
Evil Dead! Duh! Evil Dead, the video game. That shit was hype for me personally. I was like, shit. Fucking Ash in a video game with a chainsaw arm and shot. Oh my god. I'm
Oh
so hyped
yeah,
for
the
that.
fucking Vin Diesel Arc trailer. That was super
Oh,
weird. Like I
That
kept
was
thinking, it was like,
weird.
is this Turok? And it's like, no, it's Arc.
The number one question I had throughout the entire trailer was like, why does Vin Diesel have such a strange looking belly button? What
Yeah.
a weird man.
Do we get to fight The Rock in that game? Like, I want to make them go against each other. Like, that is his...
It was like
Someone needs to replace
Vin-
all the Rock models in the game with just the Rock's face.
This
so
means
just
that-
all the
this
terrain
means that
is just
Vin-
the Rock.
This means that Vin Diesel has appeared at the Game Awards twice in a row, because he was there last year, closing out the Game Awards with the Fast and the Furious trailer for that Fast and Furious Crossroads, that game that came out that apparently was really terrible.
What a surprise.
Yeah,
Right.
it was like, so Vin Diesel's been at the Game Awards twice in a row. Will he show up for a third time next year? Well, they'll have like a Chronicles of Riddick trailer, and like you're like, oh yeah, new.
I mean, those games were pretty good.
Yeah, new Chronicles of Riddick game.
Oh, yeah, those games were pretty fun. With the
but
fucking zoo
the other thing one thing I did like is the orchestra they had at the end, doing the different themes from the different games. That was pretty neat. Because we were trying to wonder, is like, how are they gonna like go from like Doom to Animal Crossing, and they did.
And they did.
Right.
It was still a little jarring, but man, they did as well as they could.
I liked it. I keep
Oh
listening.
yeah,
to
Doom
that. It's
Eternal
just-
won nothing. It didn't win anything.
Which is sad. I
Yeah.
had fun with that game.
I looked at the judges that do the Game Awards, and it's like The Guardian and like newspapers and shit. And I'm like, no
Ew.
wonder this is so fucking terrible. None of you know video games. Get out of here. Pretty sad.
You,
Pretty lame.
Did you see that thing that came out recently with like footage of what Doom 4 was gonna be?
Before they remade it,
Yeah,
like
they
the Call of Doom sort of thing.
that was it. That's exactly it.
Dude, it
Video
looks
of-
so weird. Looks so
It's-
fucking weird.
I can see some things that carried over into Eternal or 2016 or whatever, but still, like, man, talk about
We
a good
dodged a
call.
bullet.
Oh yeah, the 2016 has so much more personality and it just looks so much better.
Yeah.
Versus like, because I was watching, I was confused at first. I'm like, was this like a leftover something from 2016? And it's like, oh, it's what they were gonna do before 2016. Oh, it looks awful. Look, yeah, look.
Yeah, Doom was in development hell for like years.
Yeah.
And before the game came out, they only let people play the multiplayer, and the multiplayer wasn't very good. So people were like, "Oh, this game's gonna suck." And then it came out, and it was the best thing ever made by a human. And
And the fucking music
the rest
was
is
god
history.
tier AF.
Indeed.
What are some other examples of that? Of like a game or a movie that was just completely like, fuck it, start over, and that was a good call.
Halo.
Halloween.
The original Halo was remade so many fucking times.
I mean-
Because it originally was going to be an RTS exclusive for the Mac before
Yeah.
the company
It
went
was-
out
it
of
was- it
bit,
was really
like
weird.
lost all their money, and then
Wasn't
Microsoft
it
bought
originally
them.
going to be called like Marathon or something? Or no, that was
Well,
that was like an actual game.
Marathon was the
Yeah.
previous series.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forget what it was originally going to be called. I think it was called like Project Armor or something for a while. But they eventually, like, Microsoft bought the studio, and they're like, "All right, you've never made a console game before. You're making the launch title for the Xbox. You have like 12 months to do it." And they're like, okay." So, and then like 4 months before the game was done, they're like, "Hey, the multiplayer sucks. Rip it all out and start over from scratch." And it turned out to be like the greatest game ever. So
Yeah.
how that happened, beyond me. But they
when-
made it.
One thing I was thinking of was with Jurassic Park, how like originally they were going to do with stop motion like figures, for stop motion models for the dinosaurs because
Really?
they wanted to do that. But then like CG was starting to take off, and they were like, let's do that instead because it looked like smoother and everything. And then like Jurassic Park came out, and people were like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah. This shit was crazy. That shit still holds.
Computers.
There's a lot of stuff in Jurassic Park, the original, that still holds up today. That's better than freaking Jurassic World. And I'm just like, fuck. Like the last thing was that fucking Allosaurus one. That was great. That
Yeah, yeah.
Allosaurus
The,
trailer.
the
that
Battle
was
at Big Rock.
fucking. Yeah, because I saw a whole video comparing like the CGI of like the original Jurassic Park like trilogy to like Jurassic World stuff like that. I'm like, fuck, I'm really buying this original one, but this new one is just. I like
Yeah.
the movie, the first one. It's just I don't know why. It looks so.
There's also
Cool fight.
Overwatch started as Titan.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
then,
right.
like,
Overwatch completely like restarted development.
That's
Oh yeah, they were trying to do a sequel, right?
implying that Overwatch is a good game.
Oh no!
There, you went there.
We played Overwatch a hell of a lot. I can't say any word.
Let's see. All right, the other big thing. So there was a Disney Investor Day, where they had a whole presentation. It actually happened the same day as the Game Awards. So I was watching a little bit of that, but they didn't get into the juicy stuff until the Game Awards started. Which Ryan actually informed us of the different things that was going on during the Game Awards. So thank you, Ryan, for that.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. You're the best.
And he was saying like all the different things. And one of the more interesting things that we were interested in is that they mentioned a series for Zootopia, saying Zootopia
Yeah.
Plus. I hate that name, but
The name is the
Yeah.
ugliest name ever.
Zootopia for real friends. Come on, let's get the collab going. Action figures left and
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You know what to do. Yeah, there you go.
but it's not going to focus on Judy and Nick. Instead, it's going to focus on all the different other characters in the city. Which
Judy.
which
like
makes sense for a series about like a city.
Mhm.
To like go for the different like characters that live around the different areas, because I would like to see like more of the different sections that they have there.
It's so silly.
They had
because, like,
they had no choice. It's 2021, and if you did a sequel series to Zootopia, you'd have to follow around 2 cops, and there's no way Twitter's gonna let you get away with that.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
This is just cancel.
Oh wow.
Yes, I didn't think about it from that perspective. But like, I feel like people are complaining like, no, I want Judy and Nick. But it's like, once you see those other characters, you're gonna be like, oh, I love this one and this one and this one, and you're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. I hope they have like. Oh god, there's so many animals they do.
I'm just saying, like, I'm happy that there's any expansion to that universe, because I'm so tired of reading like fanfics and comics and stuff of those characters, and then it ends with like, it's called The Hustle, sweetheart. Like, I'm so fucking tired of that goddamn line. It's like, please give these people.
You know the show's gonna have metric fuck tons of porn. It's just gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be inescapable. It's gonna be a fucking tsunami.
I mean, the movie already does.
I know, that's what I mean. You're gonna every
Tsunami.
week you're gonna have a whole fucking new wave of just new characters and be like, oh god, it's on.
Disney calculated that.
Of course.
Yeah.
This is all everything they do is a
Like
calculation.
they said they wanted something, at least a new episode every week on Disney Plus of something.
Yeah.
So Zootopia is going to be that for a while. So we'll have like a few weeks where we'll see nothing but like Zootopia people freaking out.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, they introduced Becky, the fucking Fill the Rocks, whatever the fuck they are, hog bitch, I don't know. And something that's just like they introduce like all these, because I already know like us, we're gonna be posting like, oh, look at this cute image, and it's gonna be like the pony rat again, like, oh, look at this cute character they introduced. Oh, look at this freaking otter woman, she's great. Oh, there's a spunky otter woman who like is like, got a raspy voice, and she's just like, oh god, she's voiced by I don't know, whoever you want to get. Oh no, do not do that to me. No. Cat Sazzy, you stay far away from Zootopia. All right. I love you, Cat Sazzy, but don't do this. I can't.
Okay, I have this
Hilda
article here.
Williams.
I'm gonna go down the list of the different things that they're making.
Okay.
Too many.
Yeah, they're making so much shit. Though it's like for the next like 10 years, so let's see. Beauty and the Beast. They're doing a like spin-off thing with Luke Evans and Josh Gad.
Rich Evans?
No, Luke
Wait,
Evans.
what?
Luke Evans. the guy who played Gaston, and Josh Gad who played LeFou in the remake.
Did Gaston die in the remake?
I don't remember if he did or not. I've only seen that movie once.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't
Saber,
think
did he die?
did.
I don't know. I hated that movie. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, so this is related to Beauty and the Beast. There was a video on YouTube that plays Pedro Harris singing as Belle, and then Emma Watson's Belle.
Yeah.
And like, God, like hearing the auto tune in that song. Is,
Emma
like,
Watson,
nails.
like, oh god, like,
Well, it's like
they ruined the music in that movie.
Why couldn't they just hire somebody else to sing? Were they like afraid they'd lose Emma? Maybe that's part of her contract.
Yeah.
All I know is there's a part of the song we can clearly hear her, like the key change or whatever with the auto tune. I'm like, fuck, that sucks. That
Oh,
sucks
Ryan
so
said it was a
hard.
prequel series. They confirmed it. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So there's going to be a reimagining of Swiss Family Robinson, which was like an old Disney live action like movie series. I never watched the movies. Let's see. They're developing a Percy Jackson thing. Let's see. Mighty Ducks.
But not
the cartoon, the movies.
It was garbage.
Yeah, I know the cartoon back in the day wasn't that great, but it was hype.
No.
So yeah, it was. Yeah, that's all I'll say. But yeah, I kind of did want anthropomorphic buff ducks fighting.
Turner and Hooch. but starring Josh Peck.
Okay.
Josh motherfucking Peck.
Yeah.
Josh Peck. What about Drake Bell? You need to
Let's
get
see,
them back together for that.
Big Shot. It says a celebration of girl power set in the world of high school
Let's
basketball.
get it done.
Yeah.
Thrilling. Can't wait to
See.
watch that. Watch that
s-
be like the best show ever.
Yeah. The Mysterious
I mean, it could
Benedict,
happen.
the Benedict Society, based on a book series, with Tony Hale and Christian Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's going to be a National Geographic series, starring, let's see, starring Will Smith, called "Welcome to Earth," which is
Welcome to Earth.
It's actually that's actually the working title right now, but they better keep it as that.
Welcome to Earth. Even though he said Earth in the
Yeah.
movie, and I don't know where Earth came from because you listen to the line, he clearly says Earth. Okay.
Yeah, and also something called Limitless with Chris Hemsworth, so he's doing also a National Geographic thing.
I was about to say, I thought it was that show with the brain drug.
Says in a 4th season of the Emmy-winning anthology series Genius, which will profile Martin Luther King Jr. Let's see, a documentary film about Jacques Cousteau.
Really? That's cool.
Jean-Michel Cousteau.
Yeah, and a documentary,
That's awesome.
a few documentary series, Secrets of the Whales, A Real Bug's Life, and America the Beautiful.
A real bug's life, or the bug's it's gonna have real
Yeah,
ass bugs, and are they gonna have like narration over them that makes it seem like they're talking? So like, why are you eating me, mantis?
It would be neat if they actually teamed up with Pixar and like had like the characters like come up and
Voice
talk about it.
themselves
Yeah,
again. Oh yeah, do you remember when freaking
Kevin Spacey.
Pixar had that fucking Jean-Michel Cousteau a special on the Finding Nemo DVD, and then he was like, "I'm Jean-Michel Cousteau," and he was talking to Dory, and then he was just like, "Oh." And what was it? Marlin was there, and then Nemo was there, and then they were just going through the sea, and then Dory was just annoying him so much because she had like fucking like her freaking short-term memory loss was just
Yeah, yeah.
annoying him because he was explaining stuff in depth. That was great. That was great. That'd be funny.
Then there's a bunch of stuff for Hulu they mentioned, since they're the majority stakeholder in that, or shareholder.
Mm-hmm.
But also like there's a bunch of stuff there, so I won't like go into it. But something that interested me was like they ordered like 4 more seasons of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm like, damn, is that show just gonna keep going?
It's a good show.
I mean,
It's a good show.
always
It's a good
sunny in
show.
Philadelphia.
It's still funny. So
Mm-hmm.
there's also going to be a show. This is for FX. A show based on Alien, which I'm interested in.
What, the
So-
Xenomorphs?
Yeah, Alien.
Shit. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Are they gonna try and pull a Prometheus bullshit where they're like, oh, it's not actually about the alien, but it's about the alien?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff here. So from Lucasfilm, for all the Star Wars junk, there's so much Star Wars.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says there's also the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which is starring Ewan McGregor.
Finally.
That's pretty cool.
And Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, returning
Like
as
that-
Darth Vader.
Yeah, because I'm actually very invested in that. Because again, like both Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, even though people give them a lot of shit, like they're both actually really great actors and like other stuff.
Yeah.
So like seeing them with good directing and like seeing how they have to like do the stuff, like that's gonna be really like fun to rewatch and revisit, and it'll be good to like see both of them again. So yeah.
Yeah. There's a few other series. I guess it says from set in the Mandalorian era. Called Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And then some other titles.
Overwhelming.
Some other titles. Andor. Star Wars.
Andor what?
I don't just Andor.
Andor
Shut up,
what?
Star Wars: The Bad Batch, which looks in the style of like Clone Wars
Clone
and
Wars.
Rebels. Star Wars Visions, which this is the most interesting thing I think from the Star Wars stuff, because Star Wars Visions is going to be like shorts in the Star Wars universe, but like made by like different
Oh, yeah.
anime studios. which sounds pretty cool.
So like Animatrix, but Star Wars.
But Star Wars, yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm about that.
So that sounds pretty cool. That's like the most exciting thing out of this.
Sakuga anime lightsaber fights, yes please.
Yeah,
that's gonna be high.
Let's see, Lando, the Acolyte,
of course,
and a droid story.
Oh,
they already did droids in the 80s. You remember that fucking droids cartoon in the 80s and the fucking Ewok cartoon in the 80s? Yeah.
We didn't learn our lesson the first time, apparently.
Mm-hmm. I guess not.
Also, Lucasfilm, the studio, is actually making a series based on Willow. The movie from the 80s.
That was interesting to me. It's like, wow, really, Willow? Okay.
Yeah, apparently that movie has like a big cult following. So,
I mean, it's like freaking
and by big, I mean like small.
Womp womp.
Was that for a second? I thought you were doing like, because fucking the guy who's the main character from Leprechaun's the main character in that. I was like, oh god, geez. Yeah, but no, that's an interesting choice to do. Like, I wonder if they're gonna get Warwick Davis back for like a role in it or something like that.
Oh yeah, Ryan says the droid show is also animated, so
it's happening. It's happening again.
Just like the old one.
And the next feature film for Star Wars, because they haven't actually had like a film for Star Wars set for anything for a while.
Good. Good.
Because the next one is actually going to be in December of 2023. So we got a few years off from Star Wars being in theaters.
Good.
We got a few years off from theaters, I feel.
Oh yeah, we do.
Stay back.
And it's going to be a Rogue Squadron.
Really?
Movie. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And it's being directed by Patty Jenkins, who directed Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
And she actually said she's always wanted to do a pilot movie because like her dad was a pilot and actually died like in a crash.
That's cool.
Oh.
It's cool that her father died.
It feels like you wouldn't want to do a pilot movie of that. Just on set all day, just thinking about your dad. Like, this is how he died. Like, I don't know. I mean, cool, I guess. Strange. People have strange motivations.
Yeah. Also, they announced that they're going to do the 5th installment of Indiana Jones.
Yay.
I'm sure Race and Sarah care about that.
Question. Paleo, legitimate, serious, actual question, because you're looking at the list and I'm not.
Yeah.
Is there any new IP on that list?
It's from the animation stuff. It's from animation, really, for a new IP. I'll get to it.
Okay. Because, God. So far, it sounded like very creatively bankrupt, based on a book, based on a movie, based on an old series, Star Wars. I'm just like, please, something new. Yeah. God, I'm begging you.
I mean, the National Geographic stuff is original IP, but that's also like
Life is the oldest thing to adapt. It's not even doesn't even count.
It's just nonfiction though. So like, yeah.
How many times have we seen a fucking bug got eaten by another bug? For fuck's sake!
Jesus Christ.
But there's so many angles you could take.
And also there's going to be a Taika Waititi a Star Wars movie.
I feel like Disney has made a huge miscalculation here. Like, everyone was tired of Star Wars because they just released all this torrent of stuff and it was all bad. And then The Mandalorian was good. And their idea was like, oh, people like Star Wars again. Just open the floodgates. It's like, no. Yeah. It's all about moderation. It's all about moderation, my Deuterinos. And they're just like, they don't remember. The fatigue's going to set in all over again.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. What about mainstream folks? I mean, they seem quite... I think the advent of Baby Yoda was more significant than the entire sequel trilogy combined.
Absolutely.
It really was.
Yeah.
No, I agree 1,000%. Like, because that's the thing. Like, a lot of like mainstream conventional people always like that's like the thing. They're always posting memes about it. They're always talking about it. Like, oh, what's that Baby Yoda?
It's everywhere.
Like, there's some people like I see on Facebook who like like relatives of mine are like, oh, that Baby Yoda episode was good and stuff like that, and they like don't even call it the Mandalorian; it's just the Baby Yoda show. So it's just like, well, I
The
guess it's
Baby
not
Yoda
anymore.
show. That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, sure.
Let's see, and then something else from Lucasfilm called Children of Blood and Bone. I don't know what that is, but it's based on a book. With you saying like based on a book is like that doesn't bother me as much because like almost every movie is based on a book. Like even if you look at like a lot of your favorite movies, they're like based on books. Like No Country for Old Men is based on a book. Even that's a really great movie.
Sure.
So yeah. So it doesn't really
Nicholas
bother me when it's like,
Walker, why
oh, yeah,
am I
it's based
so
on a book.
bitter?
Movie is based on a book.
I'm not bitter. Disney is like the biggest company with the biggest budgets, and they have a history of like doing a lot of really creative stuff. I just like new ideas. I like seeing new things. I want $1 billion budget thrown at something crazy.
We gotta get through
we
gotta get through the rehashes before we get to the original stuff. Because here's the stuff from Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. So this is their live action division. Hocus Pocus 2.
Sure.
Which that actually had a cult following because like people love that movie for some reason.
People love Hocus Pocus.
Again,
mainstream people.
Let's see. Reboots of 3 Men and a Baby, Cheaper by the Dozen.
Cheaper by the Dozen.
And a new Sister Act.
What?
Sister Act.
What is
that?
Sister
Starring
Acts?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Weird, dude.
Produced by Tyler Perry.
Oh, so it's bad.
Oh no.
I was about to say there's the stamp of quality if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going. Shotgun this shit. Let's go.
Is it Hero and Jax?
Yeah,
It's bad. They're bad.
Do y'all ever feel pandered to with this stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yes, because like the thing is, besides today, where we get awesome superpowers, I hope you're enjoying it, my fellow brothers and sisters out there. So it's just there are some times where they'll introduce something like for instance, like for me, I notice pandering more with characters they introduce. Where it's just like, oh, okay, they always got to be a rapper. They always got to be like, I'm the athletic sport basketball playing one. I always got to do this or that. And like, I always got to talk like, chick, you great. Something like that. And it's just like, oh, fuck, can we just have a dude who's just black? Like, that's why I think Cyborg is like my favorite like character and one of my favorite characters ever, because you know he's a black dude, but it's not like that's his main purpose. Like he's athletic, he does this stuff, but it's not like that's his main character trait. It's like I'm black, and I'm blackity black, and I'm black, and stuff like that. So that's my only thing with it, because I know there's a ton of people who love this Soul Plane and all that shit. So.
You know, I watched Friday for the first time a few months ago.
I love that
Oh,
movie.
really?
One of my favorite movies of
That's
all
a
time.
good movie.
Yeah, it's fun.
because of the Boondocks that inspired me. I was like, oh,
Yeah, it's a funny movie.
I'm like, it's good.
It's a great movie. The next one, sequel one, is funny too, but then Friday After Next is
All right. So yeah, from Disney Motion Picture Studios. So we got Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, which I know like Ray's and Sarah are excited about because they've been waiting for like news about this for the longest time, for like the past 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Ray still has this video on there.
Yeah.
Is that an animated series?
No,
It
it's
is,
going to
right?
be a live action hybrid movie.
Like Babe, hopefully.
Though
Did you die a little bit?
it's interesting because like they didn't say if it would be like, you know, Alvin and the Chipmunks live action or if it would be like, you know, Roger Rabbit type live
Space
action,
Jam.
because they specified that Chip and Dale were cartoons, not like chipmunks.
They gonna be 3D.
Yeah, but are they
Oh,
gonna
so
be
there might
3D
be
like
no
Alvin and the
2D
Chipmunks or
people?
3D like Tom and Jerry?
I just want them to look like they did, but 3D. That's about the best we can
Yeah.
probably hope for at this point.
Ironically enough, what's funny is like the Chipmunks movies, like how they did the Chipmunks in live action would probably work better for Chip and Dale because they're actually the size of chipmunks.
Yeah.
Because in the original Chipmunk, it's just like those things are fucking 4-foot mutated rat looking.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are they? And
They're
so, like,
abominations
now-
of nature.
Yeah, exactly. And then in the movies, they shrunk them down to actual chipmunk size. So like this one is just like if they did it, but again, I just wanted to do like Babe. That'd be fun. Babe's a good movie.
Got Pinocchio, Directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Tom Hanks, which Tom Hanks is probably going to be Geppetto.
Don't you say? Oh, okay, yeah.
What?
I thought you said something else.
Oh,
My brain went somewhere. I was
die.
like, I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
Geppetto.
My
Yeah.
brain. I haven't heard that name in a long time, so I was like, "What the? Don't say that about the purest man alive." Okay.
Then Peter Pan and Wendy is the name of this one. So I guess it's not really a remake, but like I guess a different take on Peter Pan.
Oh, like that early 2000s one. You remember that one? The movie that came out.
Yeah, I know there are a few. There's like few different Peter Pan movies because I know one of the most recent one was called Pan, and that wasn't by Disney at all. So
Did it get panned?
yes. Disenchanted. People are actually excited for this one because like Enchanted was a film by Disney that didn't get quite as much attention because it's about a Disney princess from an animated film coming into the real world and like finding out how the real world works and everything. So that's
the one with Cyclops, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking James. He was in Sonic. The guy who was in Sonic.
Yeah.
Enchanted. Yeah. I fucking love that movie. That movie. I had so much fun with that movie the first time I saw it.
Yeah. See, Greek Freak. This is a biopic about an NBA star.
God, within this thing, holy shit.
Then some animated takes on other 20th Century Studios titles, since they're calling them 20th Century Studios instead of Fox, because they don't want to. I guess they want to erase the Fox name since they own them now. I guess.
Right.
They're so enormous.
But they're going to be doing something animated of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which makes sense for that series, like something animated for that.
I'm surprised that they didn't do that to begin with, but yeah.
The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. I'm not sure if this is related to Ice Age or if it's something different.
If it's 20th century, it should be, right?
Yeah. And then an animated version of Night at the Museum.
The first one I liked, that series. I never saw the second and third one.
Oh yeah, it is like a Ice Age thing because it's starring Simon Pegg, the guy who played the one crazy guy in the later sequels.
What the one with the knife?
The guy who was like, "Did you die?" "Yes, but I lived." That's a great quote from that movie.
That was good.
Like the Ice Age sequels aren't that good, but like they have their moments.
The Ice Age one is great, but yeah, everything after that.
The fifth one's fucking shit. It's really
Was that the
bad.
one with the pirates? That was the one.
No,
with the
that was
pirates,
the fourth
right?
one.
Oh, that was the one that went to space, right? The fifth one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
That one blew.
You watched it?
Yeah.
How much money? Okay.
That's probably like one of the better movies Saber has watched in recent
I know,
memory, when you
right?
think about it.
It was that one felt like they really jumped the shark on the fifth movie.
One with the sea monsters.
All right, so here's Walt Disney Animation Studios. Here's where you get your original IP. Raya and the Last Dragon, which comes out in March. Both in theaters and also on Premiere Access, I guess. On Disney Plus.
And on Pirate Bay. Or okay.
Yeah. Looks good. I'm excited to see it.
Right.
And then the series that they're making, which this is the first ever series that they've been making for Walt Disney Animation Studios. They've only made shorts and movies. They've never made a series before. Because every time they've made a series, it's been handed off to a different studio.
Fuck that. That sucks.
So it's going to include Baymax. I'm not sure if they're going to like reference anything from the Big Hero 6 show because I haven't watched it, but this is like from the studio themselves.
Interesting.
They're doing Tiana, a series about like Tiana from Princess and the Frog.
Tiana. No.
A series about Moana, and
Moana.
Zootopia,
Right.
Zootopia Plus,
It doesn't work.
which I still don't like that name for Zootopia Plus. And
It
they're also
feels like. I was just gonna
But-
say it feels so much like back in the '90s when they would just make cartoons based off of like the movies that
yeah,
came
based
out.
on the movies, yeah, because they've only done that.
And
With
they're-
And remember how
Bring that back.
bangers they were?
because they've only done that
Dude,
with.
remember?
I was gonna say
Do it.
they've only
Go
done
ahead,
that with Tangled and Big Hero 6, and like I said, they've handed them off to different studios, not like Walt Disney Animation Studios themselves.
That'll be cool to see how like ridiculous the animation gets if it's
Yeah,
like
I don't know if like if
A-Team
it's gonna be
doing
like
everything.
accurate. Like, and I'm interested for the Tiana series because I don't know if that's gonna be 2D or not.
Yeah,
'Cause
same.
that was based on
Right.
that's based on a 2D movie.
It would be weird if it wasn't because like that was like the movie's entire point was like being a 2D film in
Yeah.
an age of 3D animation. So, but I mean, if they have this one studio cranking out like 4 series, maybe they'll have to like optimize the
Yeah.
pipeline a bit.
But there's a 5th series, and this is actually
We're
original.
losing video. Everyone's dying on video. Just me and you left.
I know.
My thing
Cowards,
fell out.
all of them, quitters.
Oh no, my thing fell off. Hold on,
So
my camera.
yeah, the 5th series they're doing is called Iwaju, which is it says it'll be produced in collaboration with a Pan-African comic book entertainment company, Kugali.
Whoa.
And I've seen images of it. It's like a futuristic like African city and everything. It looks really cool.
What?
Yeah.
Why'd you
I want to
watch
see this.
that?
Link me when you get a sec. I want to check that out.
Yeah,
That sounds rad as fuck.
Iwaju from Disney. It's like IWAJU.
I'd watch it too.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, but this
That's
will be
fun.
like their first original series that they've been doing because they're doing like all these like based on the movies they've done and also an original series.
Afrofuturist. That doesn't sound like a real term, but that's the name of this article. Okay.
Really?
Cool.
Really?
The key art looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
'Cause-
You have my attention.
And then from Pixar Animation Studios, they're doing a few future feature films, but also they're also doing their first original series, and not shorts, like a full length like series, and this one's called. But the thing is, like with this series, it sounds boring as fuck.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's original,
What is
but
it?
it sounds so boring.
I take it all back. New ideas are terrible. More Star Wars
mainly
sequels,
because it's
please.
sports. I don't know.
Oh no! Wait, is it like a sports anime? Sports anime are pretty cool.
It's called Win or Lose, Pixar's first ever long form animated series. It debuting exclusively on Disney Plus in February of 2023.
about
So we
soccer.
got a while. And it's following a middle school softball team in the week leading up to their championship game, and each episode is told from the perspective of a different character, which could be neat. I just wish it wasn't softball because I'm like, man, that sounds so boring.
Wrong.
It could have been about anything else, but it's like it's about sports. Oh, and it's a Pixar. It's a Pixar series.
About sports? Fuck yeah. As the athletic one speaks.
Will it be an anime? Will it be like a sports anime?
Oh,
Will
sports
the
anime is
softball
goated.
be ridiculous? That could be cool.
Uh-huh. Right, right.
And here's the different feature films that are happening. Turning Red, which comes out in 2022, which is about a girl who's going through changes, and every time she gets excited, she turns into a giant red panda.
So she's a Gretzko.
But no, not when she gets angry, just when she gets excited. And also she turns into a giant red panda, not like a little
Is that
red
like
panda,
a-
like a giant.
So
red
wait,
panda.
Like a metaphor?
So like Poe? Like Poe, but
Yeah, like as
red?
big as a panda.
This is like an
okay.
animated film, right? And it's
Yeah,
like
an
2D?
animated film.
Or is it-
No,
it's 2D or 3D?
It's 3D. Like these are Pixar movies.
Oh, okay. I thought I
Um,
remembered seeing key art of it that was 2D, but maybe I'm imagining that.
They're also going to be doing This is so weird because this one is not based is not an original film from Pixar, but everything else is almost almost everything else is original from them. Lightyear, which because like I thought they were done with Toy Story, I thought they were gonna be done, but this is like a weird meta spin-off of Toy Story where they're talking about like Lightyear, and it's about the astronaut that Buzz Lightyear is based on in the Toy Story universe.
Yeah.
That the Buzz Lightyear Buzz Lightyear
what?
franchise was based off of a
Wait.
real person in the Toy Story universe.
Yeah, it's not like Tom's, because you're probably thinking it's like Buzz Lightyear Star Command, right?
That's like two
Like that
layers
fucking cartoon.
removed, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now we have a toy that's based on a show that's based on a person that's based on fiction because none of it's real.
Yeah.
Right. But then we have our actual Lightyear, who's going to be.
But yeah,
have
and
a
also
question.
this Buzz Lightyear is not going to be voiced by
Why
Tim
would
Allen.
you do that? Why would you?
I don't
who-
because they
who's
don't want to
sitting here
let
just
go
like,
of Toy Story.
I think
They
Buzz
wanna
Lightyear
keep
is
Toy
a
Story-
big seller.
Yeah, Buzz
Someone was
Lightyear's
just like,
one of
dude,
the
I want to
biggest-
make this cool show about an astronaut. And they're like, nobody cares about space anymore. We have iPhones. Make it Buzz Lightyear related. That'll
Yeah.
sell.
He's also going to be
And
voiced
then-
by Chris Evans.
hunkiest man
Okay.
alive. I know what I said. I said it.
And then let's see. Oh yeah, the next original film coming out from Pixar, other than Soul, which comes out on Christmas, is Luca, which comes out in June of next year, and that is based in I think it's Venice. It's in Italy. I know that. It's about these two friends that live in Italy. Live in Italy. Live in Italy.
I'm gonna take a look at it.
Oh
I
god,
do
your
this.
audio went really bad.
Yeah, you like destroyed your mic.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like you just okay.
He's dead. God,
Yeah.
we could have got rid of him that easy. All the puns we suffered through. I mean, oh god, that's shit. I mean, hi.
Talking shit again.
It's still bad.
It's still bad?
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
still bad.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're going to be doing a few series on Disney Plus. One called Inside Pixar, which I guess is about like the studio itself. Pixar Popcorn.
That could be cool.
Pixar Popcorn. I'm not sure what that is. I didn't look into that one.
It's a new brand of popcorn
Yeah.
to watch.
Doug Days,
Well-
which is about Doug from Up, the dog.
Okay.
And then
He should be dead by now, right?
and then it. What?
He
Doug should be dead by now.
Yeah, right. All right, he's the dog.
Mickey's a mouse. He's been alive for like 100 years. So
But Mickey's a demon.
you know that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
and
audio
then
sounds
they're,
good,
they're
though?
also doing a series
you're
on.
good. You're
They're
better.
also doing a
Okay.
series on Cars because Cars and Toy Story. Those are like the two franchises that they can't let go of because they're too big of sellers.
Right.
It's like the Call of Duty and Battlefield of the animation world.
You got Brandy B.
Okay, Marvel Studios. There's way too
More
much.
like you
shit.
got a brand in me.
Marvel Studios are there's way too much shit, so I'm just gonna look at the logos here of stuff they have logos for.
Yay.
They have a logo for Blade. They have
Sick.
they have a logo for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Sick.
A logo for Eternals.
Don't know if I care yet.
A logo for Hawkeye.
Eh.
A logo for Loki, and they also had a trailer for Loki.
I haven't seen it yet.
Nice.
It looks pretty neat. A logo for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Strange choice, but okay.
Which sounds so much like Sonic and the Secret of the Rings for the Wii. It just reminds me of that game.
You know how to.
Yeah.
Thor: Love and Thunder. They got a logo for that. The Falcon and Winter Soldier, which also got a trailer, and that comes out in March. What If series that also got a trailer. I forgot what the release date that was for that one. Armor Wars, which I
They
guess
can do some really cool things with What If.
yeah. I'm not really jamming on the animation style they're going with though.
Yeah, it looks kind of whack.
Beggars can't be choosers in these trying times.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever.
I mean, they've already got like 1 billion Marvel
Yeah.
shows they're making, so like.
Right.
Armor Wars, which I assume is about like War Machine and all that.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
shit.
like that was
Cool.
a storyline in the comics, was Armor Wars.
Yeah.
It's where like I think a bunch of companies like stole Tony Stark's tech and like made a bunch of clones of Iron Man suits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We'll see what they adapt. I mean, they haven't followed any of the comic stories very accurately in the movies. They've done their own things with them, so who knows what this could be about? But could be cool.
Right.
Probably
yeah,
won't have Iron Man in it though, for obvious reasons.
we got a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special coming. But that's gonna be like a couple of years, I think. I Am Groot shorts.
Okay.
Let's see. A show about the secret invasion.
Nice.
Interesting.
Ironheart.
They're doing an Ironheart movie or a show?
Yeah, they're doing
Show.
an Ironheart show.
Yeah.
Ironheart show.
All right. I'm kind of lukewarm on Riri Williams, but please change your mind.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can.
Oh yeah. They didn't show the WandaVision logo here, but that comes out next month. And there's some other things.
How's there a Loki show? I thought he died.
It's not that Loki.
Well, yeah. It's the one from Avengers.
It's the one from
Remember
it's one from Endgame when he took the Tesseract. They're following that Loki.
Yeah, the one from the first movie.
When you deal with alternate timelines and multiverses, there's like never
I
a
have to
character
start
that's dead.
thinking about this stuff like comic books. Remember like 3 years ago when the shit was so clean, it was just like a straight line.
Speaking of which, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Right.
Yeah, Black Panther 2, which they said they're not reprising. They're not like replacing T'Challa. So I guess they'll follow a different character.
Right.
There just won't be a Black Panther, but the movie will be called Black Panther.
Yeah, and Captain Marvel 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy
Right.
Volume 3 are still happening. And then they're doing a Fantastic Four.
Which they know who damn well to cast as Ben Grimm. It's right there. It's
really
right
is.
fucking there. It really is. It's right fucking there. So obvious. Come on, Marvel. Don't mess this up. You know what you want to do. You're very meta.
Yeah, and then let's see. Oh yeah, the different shows like Miss Marvel, Moon Knight. I think those are the only two that I missed here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Disney's doing a lot of shit. And I scrolled down. I was like, oh yeah, the stuff they're doing at ESPN Plus. Like, I don't care.
I mean, sports are. I can't even say that. No, they're not.
They're fun to play for me.
All right.
Mm.
All right. So that took up a lot of time.
It really did.
I'll just go over some of this stuff like real quickly, and then we can go into questions. Oh yeah, so a bunch of people returning for the third Spider-Man movie. Which I guess that's related to Disney, and like
It's gonna be so fucking weird.
It'll be weird, but it'll be great if they pull it off. Yeah,
It really will.
Yeah, if they pull it off, it'll be the hypest shit ever. Like to see
Yeah,
fucking Toby and Andrew back just doing their shit. Like that'd be funny. It's just like, no, you know, I'm thinking about if they're like in a big fight scene, and then like how like Toby says like a one-liner, and Andrew's like, "That all you got, dude?" No, that was kind of silly, man. What are you talking about? This is how I do my quips and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, man, I think you should have said something like this or something. I like them all like commenting on how like he's shit at quips or something like that. I thought that'd be hilarious in my opinion.
They should have a 3D model of Miles from Spider-Verse and bring that into.
Yeah.
Him, like,
You know damn well they are.
as a CG.
That would be awesome if they did.
Make them all go. Oh, so like have them all like have one scene where they like pop into like the Spider-Verse universe, but they're all CGI too. So it's like, oh, what the fuck? Where are we,
All right.
dude?
I'm gonna try to like speed run all these topics.
Go ahead.
Next thing, this is a Muppet thing that Ryan put on here, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Damn.
So DreamWorks is going to be making another adaptation of Dave Pilkey's, or is it Pilkey's or Pilkey's? But he's the guy, the Captain Underpants guy. They're doing another adaptation of his book series for Dogman. So that'll be fun. Like, the Captain Underpants movie was good. It was very stylized and really funny. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. There's going to be an iCarly revival for Paramount.
Wait, with Miranda Cosgrove coming back?
I don't know. Let me look at the article here.
I mean, there's a lot to do with that, especially nowadays. Like, have her be a TikToker or some shit, or I guess that's what they want to do.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So obvious.
I don't see that they say, like, she's reprising anything. This is a big one. Funimation is buying Crunchyroll, or more specifically, AT&T is selling it to Sony.
So, oh shit! So we can have them both on Verve again. So we can have both Crunchyroll.
I don't know.
Was
like they have to make a deal with Sony. Because like now Sony's gonna own all of anime.
Yeah, exactly.
Or practically all of anime. That'd be great if like they implemented that into the PlayStation Plus subscription. It's like if you own a PlayStation, you just get the anime.
Right. That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty sick. Convince me to get PlayStation Plus. I've never had it. I've never been tempted to. How is PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus two separate things? Are you?
Yeah, I don't know why. They should put those together.
I mean, Xbox did it. They did it with the Ultimate Game Pass thing.
Yeah.
Right.
PS3 backwards compatibility on PS5, Sony. Make it happen. And PS2. Just do it.
Yeah.
And PS1.
Just do it all.
just feature match with Xbox, please.
Right.
Let's see. Netflix is going to be doing a Sonic animated series in 2022.
Fuck yeah.
Is it CGI?
It's by
Probably.
the the tweet's not here anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. The tweet that's right. The tweet was deleted. That's right. But
why
yeah,
did they delete it?
I
You're
don't
lying.
know.
Secrets and lies. It's all secrets and lies.
But people aren't
God,
happy
that
about the
was
studio
really
that's making it, so I don't know.
Who was it?
I forgot the name of it. But now I can't
Studio
see,
Ghibli.
I can't see the tweet anymore. There's gonna be the cast was revealed for the Game of Thrones prequel, but I don't care because Game of Thrones like sucks after that ending.
Yeah, it does.
So
you're right.
There's a few movies that were moved around for Warner Brothers. Now Tom and Jerry is going to be releasing in February, and Mortal Kombat is going to be releasing in April.
Shit. I just want to see an image. Show me Scorpion or show me my fucking
like
character.
shown like any.
It's coming out in April, and we have no key visuals or anything on it at all.
Hey, we didn't have anything for the Croods 2 until like 2 months until release.
Man, COVID fucked shit up.
Marketing. How does that work?
Damn.
All right.
You had all the time in the world because they keep adding like these fucking new downloads to the Mortal Kombat 11 game. So it's just
That's
like
true.
you had all the time in the world to just be like, hey,
Spawn was
by
so
the way,
fucking based. How based was Spawn in Mortal Kombat 11? Holy shit.
Was fucking sick. They got fucking Keith David back.
I know.
Fuck, I was hype.
So, one of my favorite shows that is from the Jim Henson Company, Dinosaurs, is coming to Disney Plus next month. It's a great show.
It has a fucked up ending. Don't watch the ending.
Yeah. A direct for Super Nintendo World happened for Super Nintendo World in Japan, which opens up February 4th. I'm not sure if they're going to push that back or not.
Japan's like good now, isn't it? Though
no,
I thought they were.
No, they're still having cases. Though they're not as bad as we are.
Yeah. Well, nobody's. America, number one.
Yeah.
In all the wrong ways.
But yeah, yeah, Super Nintendo World Direct. It was great to see Miyamoto like all excited about the whole thing. Looks pretty cool. I'll wait until like one of them opens up either in Universal Studios Hollywood or Orlando, and I'll go to one of those.
Mhm.
And then Doug Crane, who is an animator, died last Thursday at 85.
Sad.
He had
Rest in peace.
cancer. He worked on a bunch of stuff, including like Beavis and Butthead, the Smurfs, He-Man, Heavy Metal.
Damn.
He worked on Raggedy Ann and Andy musical adventure. He actually did like the ship scene in that, which is like really trippy and cool.
Well, he did that. I'll tell you something. I got
No,
done
not
people.
that part, but like
Okay.
he did work on the movie though.
Okay.
But yeah, he's been in like a lot of stuff. One thing that Cartoon Brew tweeted was he did that one Crest toothpaste commercial that was animated, where it was like, we make holes in teeth with the cavities.
I'm trying to remember.
I like vaguely remember that.
It's
I
really
barely
weird.
remember it.
God,
We
commercials
make
are
holes in
strange.
teeth.
But yeah, he's made a lot of he's worked on a lot of stuff as an animator, so he was a good one.
Oh, that commercial. Yeah, I remember that. That was a good one. We make holes in teeth.
All right. Yeah, the Muppets thing. That was like it was about a song being restored for the Muppet Christmas Carol. I'm not sure why it wasn't restored before. So, anyway, let's go to Q&A. We don't have much time left. I'll try to go to like 20 minutes Q&A.
All right, go.
Make holes in teeth.
Machine gun fire.
Machine gun fire. All right. Enigma Prince says, each of you must have a different answer, but what's the one absolutely craziest thing you've heard about or seen happen in this year alone?
It's 2020. Shit. So I can't. I mean, personally,
Are they talking about personally or on a global scale?
You can do both.
I think for me, when Hong Kong lost, that was sobering. Where I was like, "Ah, shit!" Like, China took it. They won.
When did that happen?
Like 3 months ago or something like that.
Damn.
It's just sobering that, like, despite all the public support and how much they protest and try to hold, China they went in. I don't know the exact story, but all I know is that there was legislation that was passed that told all the Hong Kong lawyers and pro Hong Kong politicians to skedaddle, and that it was like, yeah, well, they lost. Now it's China kind of runs it now. Makes you think if they're going to do Taiwan next.
There was that whole thing about like them having boats around Taiwan.
There you go.
Everything's bad this year. Everything's bad this
It
year.
sucks because like you can't really do anything about it because like China has like everybody like getting stuff from them.
Right.
Yeah.
Ironically, the only thing that's like a potential light at the end of the tunnel is that China's economy is getting so like large that it's actually becoming more expensive to manufacture there because their economy is getting so strong. Like the wages for even those like shitty slave labor jobs are getting higher than someplace like India, which is still a developing economy. And so a lot of people are starting to move all their factory work over to India because it's cheaper there. So like the cycle will just start over at another place, and it's just like,
which is a problem for China because then they just lost all their money, and then
they'll just transition to a consumer economy like we are. Like we don't make anything anymore. Just require lazy fat fucks like us to buy things and talk about it on podcasts.
I know that Trump threatened to delist some Chinese stocks, like companies from the stock market. And I'm like,
I mean, they already banned like a bunch of companies from China. Like do you know about Huawei? Did you hear about that shit that was happening over the last like year or two?
That's a gas station in Pennsylvania, right?
No.
Sorry, it's what was.
Huawei is this giant electronics company in China. They're like the largest manufacturer of cell phones in the world, and they made a lot of like internet infrastructure, like routers and modems and things like that. And Trump just banned them from selling anything in the U.S. and they banned all access to U.S. tech companies working with them. So overnight, they're like they can't work with like patents for like making like chips from Qualcomm. They can't use Android for their Google Android phones. So like overnight, like their entire company just like took a huge fucking blow. Now they're trying to like build their own CPUs and stuff. They're trying to build their own OS for their phones, and just like they got completely the rug totally pulled out from under them. And like the US is saying it's because all of their infrastructure was allowing them to like spy for the Chinese government, even though as far as we know, there's no proof of that. And there was obviously a knock-on effect that like the US's allies also stopped using a lot of Huawei stuff too. So it started like this whole big thing, and it's just like, oh God, everything is so fucked up.
It's the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
Always has been, always will be.
Well, the yuan is in position to be stronger than the dollar at this point. So if that happens, there's going to be a huge fucking flip in just like, power. Because like the dollar's the world's reserve currency right now. But if that changes, like China will be top dog, and that'll be a huge fucking big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I know that the Federal Reserve is probably trying to do everything they can to prevent that from happening, but whatever. At this point, it's
yeah.
Who fucking cares? We're gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right,
Yeah.
On that very fun topic.
Dude, I love cartoons. Aren't they great?
I love them.
I did have a tornado go through my neighborhood. That was weird.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Did it destroy anything, or did it just like kind of like pass by? And you're like, whoa, cool.
It didn't. Thankfully, it didn't do any major damage to like houses or anything. It just like
that's good.
It just like took down some power lines.
Did you watch it, or were you down hiding in the basement?
Oh no, I was downstairs like.
Were you like that guy just mowing your lawn?
And also, I don't have a basement. We don't like our foundations aren't that deep.
Oh,
because it doesn't get that cold.
So if it hit your fucking house, you were just mega fucked. You're just like, well, press F. We're done. Cool.
All
right.
Let's see. From Edit Man.
Shotgun. Go.
All right. Yeah. You ever have a certain media you want to love but couldn't because a lot of people talk about it all the time and praise it? Like with me with My Hero Academia. Oh.
Homestuck.
Oh, you mean?
Oh.
Yeah. I have no idea what Homestuck is.
Yeah.
I know what I've heard of it, but I still have no idea what it is.
I mean, I was talking to these guys the other night about how like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, you gotta watch Game of Thrones," and look how that turned out.
Something I liked that never. It took me a while to watch. What was it? Hamilton. Yeah.
I think he's specifically asking. I think he's specifically asking like something that you want to love, but can't because people talk about it all the time and praise it.
Oh, one of those petty things. I know. Okay. Yeah. Shit. I don't know. I say like the thing with me is like there is some stuff where I'm like, okay, it ain't that great, but like I'll usually give something a chance. Shit. Fuck. I can't think. I'm sorry.
I do not know.
I can't think of anything other than like the Game of Thrones thing. Mako Wacko asking, this is no movie / TV show talk. This is real life talk. So does Santa actually exist?
Yeah, of course he does. Just like Freddy Krueger does. They both see you when you're sleeping.
That question always pisses me off because it's like, what do you? There's some pretty obvious reasons why he does exist. First off, like I saw him in the Coke commercial.
Yeah,
commercials don't lie. That's true.
Dude, I saw him kissing my friend's mom the other day. It was like crazy.
Dude, Santa's he fucks.
Yeah,
But well, honestly though, like who puts the presents under the tree then? Like if not Santa, then like who?
I left cookies and they were gone the next day.
Yeah, see,
That's all you need to know.
Tom, one of the great atheists of our time, even admits to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
There is no God, but we got pretty close with Santa.
We get pretty close.
You also watch Klaus. It's good.
Yeah, Klaus is a great movie.
Yeah, great Christmas movie. Ant-Man RGG2 also super chatting saying my 21st because he put a th because he put a th a birthday
Hell
is
yeah.
tomorrow. Yay me. Yeah, happy birthday.
He's already drunk apparently.
Yeah, we did mention that earlier in the chat. But yeah, happy birthday. Hope you have a good one. Game toy collector.
Also, apologies for your birthday being so close to Christmas. So I know a bunch of cheap assholes will double up your presents. It's always a crime when that happens to people.
Yeah, mine's on the 15th, so at least it's like 10 days apart.
It's rough.
I should just like have a half birthday in like June.
That's what you should do. That's the play. That's the play right there.
Let's see. Game toy collector asking, did any of you guys have the McRib recently?
I did not. I've literally never had a McRib in my life.
The only reason I ever had the McRib was because of that fucking Simpsons episode with the Rib Witch, and I was just like, "Oh, that shit looks good." And then I remember trying it, and I was like, "Oh, it's all right." That's pretty much it. It's just you can make a better one at home if I'm being real. Yeah, you really could.
I mean, that's like everything on the McDonald's menu.
I always remember the quote from Krusty in that episode. It was like, "Sorry, we're out of Rib Witches. The animal that it's made of is now extinct." And they're like, "The cow?" is like, "No, think smaller and more legs."
Legs. Oh damn.
Think smaller and
So from Ryan Walterson saying Katzenberg got When Love Is Gone song in the Muppet Christmas Carol removed from the original theatrical cut. However, Disney only kept the scene in where it was on VHS, Laserdisc, and full screen DVD. Okay, so I guess it was just like a song that was cut. For some reason, I don't. Because of Katzenberg.
Katzenberg. Always doing Katzenberg shit.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get a few Twitter questions in. Let's see. Start in the thing here. A late birthday thing from Richard Rat. Thank you. I'm not gonna play it though because it's audio. But I'll look at it after the podcast. From Daily 18. So this was something that Jaxblade was telling us in the chat to do so from your birthday stream.
Oh yeah, I remember
boobs
that.
over butts, boobs over butts, boobs over butts, or no, butts over boobs, butts over boobs. That's what
happened
I
in the first half.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember saying that. Yeah, that was crazy. Enigma.
Let's see. Let's see. C-Lab 2021 references aside, what do each of you expect to commit to or make happen in the new year, and what surprises will 2021 have for us, in your opinion?
I have very Spike Spiegel way of thinking. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, so it's just
I promise that when Godzilla vs. Kong comes out, if Kong wins, I will not let the world be okay with it.
Yeah. Make like a fucking Animorph essay for why.
I will present to nobody for 4 hours.
Neither of them are gonna win. They're gonna team up and fight a different monster.
The logistics of how Kong has no chance in hell against Godzilla, that it's a stupid concept for a movie anyways. It should be just as quick as Bambi versus Godzilla. He just steps on him because he's tiny compared to Godzilla.
Just melts his ass.
Yeah. So
it's just gonna be like Batman v Superman. They're just gonna each say Mothra, and then like
Mothra.
Yeah.
Mothra. What did you say? Yeah, silly. Yeah.
It's gonna be that weird part from Gigan where they start talking.
Yeah, that's great.
Saber, can't wait to get to that movie.
Um,
Watch Squadzilla if you don't, chat. Watch Squadzilla. It's a great podcast where we talk about Godzilla movies. Shameless plug, shameless plug, shameless plug.
Nathaniel Foga asking, what's the best gift you guys have gotten each other?
I got Tom a Godzilla poster. I got
Hell
Saber. Yeah. Well, my gift for Saber this year might outclass the one I got him last year. So
oh my god,
when he
that last year one was so good. How can you top that?
I know. I'll let him know. I got Paleo a Lego set. I got Hero a Gunblade, and yeah, there you go.
Wait, Hero's a Gunblade? I want to see this after the fucking podcast.
Yeah,
he bought it. Wait, was it MomoCon?
BronyCon. No, it was BronyCon. Because remember his ass was walking in the streets with it. You know, just you should walk outside with that shit. What the fuck's wrong with you? God,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
That's it. I think of the things I've people. Because usually I would just give like a gift card or something, like unoriginal, but like.
It's all good. It's a thought that counts.
Yeah.
As long as it shows you, oh, you're in heart. Heart.
We got a super chat from Ryan saying, favorite McDonald's food and favorite Happy Meal toy you ever had.
Oh, that's a hard question.
I see. It said McDonald's because I was about to say the fucking small soldiers toys, but that was Burger King. I was just like, oh.
I was also thinking like the Pokemon toys that came at Burger King too, because like I have like a ton of those in the attic.
Yeah.
They're all in Pokeballs, and like there was a different toy each time.
I think the Power Rangers movie was also Burger King because they had some really good like figure and like Zord combos. If that was McDonald's, and that by like a country mile was the best thing.
Yeah, Burger King food was shit, but it always had
Burger
the best toys.
I kind of like Burger King more than McDonald's. I know that's sacrilegious, but McDonald's.
Really?
I don't like McDanks, man.
Well, no, I see. I'm tainted because I worked there for 6 years, so I have to hate it by force. Yeah, so
yeah. You're contractually obligated to hate it.
Exactly. The only reason I like
there's no good item on the McDonald's menu, so that first half of the question is invalid.
Well, you know what's funny is like, okay, so recently McDonald's had like I think it was like a quarter pounder or a double what I forget what they have. Like I got it because I was just bored one night and I was like, I need some fucking food. I'm coming home. I need something to eat, and I bit into it and I was like, fuck, this is actually juicy. Fuck, this has flavor. What the fuck did they do? And I thought it was just a fluke, and I was just like, okay, whatever. So like I drove home eating my burger and I was like, okay, that was a good burger one time. So I tried it out like 2 other times. And for some reason, I guess it's quarter pounder or something like that. Yeah, whatever, however they do it like that. They've changed how they do that one now. That's what I will say. Like it is actively different than the one from like 2018, early 2019. So that is one sandwich. I'm like, okay, yeah, I enjoy this burger. Is it a great burger? But yeah.
One thing I used to love at McDonald's, but then something happened with them, were the chicken wraps they made. I would always get those, like the crispy chicken wraps.
Mm-hmm.
But then something happened
when they did
them.
Spicy nuggets.
Yeah, something happened with the chicken wraps to where like they suck now.
Sad.
I hate when that happens. I hate when there's a food item you really like and then like they just fuck up the recipe somehow, and it's just like, what the fuck did you like? Burger King used to have really good fries like pre 2010, but then after 2010, like they just fucked them up. So it's just like,
we're all missing something pretty obvious, I feel.
What?
We're all forgetting that we all went to McDonald's to get My Little Pony for toys at one point or another. Don't lie to yourself. Everyone did it.
Actually,
I didn't.
I
was like, I don't want the toys at all.
No, okay. So like the only reason I didn't was because like, what was it? Because I think the only one I ever wanted was Fluttershy, and then I found out that Fluttershy was at the Walmart, and then that's when I got.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So that was the only one I got.
When the fuck did these ones apparently came out in 2018? They actually look kind of cool.
What?
They're like stylized. I dig it.
Oh yeah, I've seen those ones.
Oh shit!
Those
When
are
did that
cool.
come out?
Look at that Applejack. She has a hat.
I would have got
What
those.
the fuck?
Can you buy these? What the fuck?
Maybe. I kind of want
Yeah, you can
them.
probably
They look,
buy
they
them.
look badass.
McDonald's figures, my MLP 2018 sale.
Richard Rat said he had a question attached to that birthday.
You can get them all for $35.
That's not a bad buy.
This was a question for Jax, saying, name a cartoon
Yo,
character.
what's up?
Name a cartoon character, not an anime character, that you could think could go toe to toe with Hit from Dragon Ball Super.
Hit from Dragon Ball Super, probably cartoon character. I mean, the cop out answer is just to choose like any of the gods or some shit like that. Like it could just be like, oh, one of those gods from Samurai Jack, or one of the gods like fucking Discord, some shit like that. Like any character that can do reality warping, like that pretty much just confirms your win. Like it's just like, yeah, that wins like that. So any character that has reality warping or anything
Discord.
like that will definitely. Yeah, that's why I said Discord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Discord would fuck up Hit. Just turn his organs into slime.
Daily Teen says, suppose I followed my last super chat from the last podcast as a means to elaborate. What I mean was what's your experience with the Mandela effect in media? Like Berenstain Bears as an example, would have said more had super chat not been limited to characters. I'm still not sure what you mean. Like, do you mean like as far as like regarding media and like you think it was named something else or something like that? I know with that for some reason that game Balan Wonderworld coming out, I thought when it first was shown it was called Balan Wonderland, but it's Balan Wonderworld. That's weird.
That's interesting.
Says the legendary pirate manga One Piece, which started in 1997, will be reaching its 1000th chapter in the Shonen Jump magazine on January 3rd. Thoughts on its achievement or success?
I mean, Oda is a fucking god. It's terrifying. The man doesn't stop.
Yeah, someone who's stuck with the series so far, it's crazy how it gets better and better as it goes along. Like that's the insane part of it. It's not like there are a couple bumps where it's like, okay, this wasn't as good as this, but like he always comes back with a force, and it's just like shit, dude. So I have nothing but like respect for the fact that you're able to keep making quality content consistently since like how many 1997, like shit, dude, that's just impressive. That is incredibly impressive, because a lot of shows go downhill after a while, but like One Piece, like if you stick with it just as a ride, it just it improves consistently. So yeah.
I've got a little fan art thing from a random bun showing all the evil versions of us. Waddle's asking, did you watch the final season of Attack on Titan?
I watched the first episode that came out. Yes, but I haven't seen any other stuff.
I might wait until like it's done.
It gets
that's what I did with season 2 and season 3, and then just
I watched the first 2 that are out so far. They're good. I'm ready.
I think they're good.
To see the rest of it.
I think they're good, but the CGI kind of threw me off a bit with what they were doing. Like, because I just watched all of season 3 I watched all of season 2 and all of season 3 in the last couple days. So seeing that style of quality was just like, oh, this is just God tier all around. And then going to season 4, and while the animation and the character design still look really well done, I don't know, it just kind of threw me off for a little bit. But it's very minimal. It's not insanely bad or anything like that. It's just very minimal. I noticed that. It's just
Until 18 asking, since today's solstice day, where summer and winter have the longest and shortest days respectively, would you rather have longer days or longer nights?
Longer days.
Yeah. Because when you get to night, you just feel like, oh, what the fuck did I do with my day?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Union is fun. Yeah.
Ozzy asking, it's been a year since the movie came out, but you think that Universal would ever release the butthole cut of Cats?
The butthole version of. Oh yeah, I remember that nasty shit.
I don't think they would.
No.
Nathaniel Fogg asking, what's the best meal you guys had all year?
Damn. I don't. I mean, I've cooked a bunch of stuff that was like really good, but nothing that's like standing out. Like I made a banging mac and cheese, but like Hero made a banging mac and cheese too. So yeah, just that's what it is.
I went to Ohio for a bit, and me and my friend we went to North Market, and we got a bunch of really good food there. It's like a kind of like mall sort of thing, like a small mall full of just like local eateries on like 2 floors. That had all this fucking cool shit. We got these like really bomb donuts and coffee, and then we
nice.
got like I went to like this African place, and I had goat. That was cool. It was really good. It was
Oh,
good stuff.
nice.
Yeah.
John asking favorite episode of each of the cartoons. That's a lot of stuff, dude.
Yeah.
And I'll do all that.
Insanity.
Which is cooler, Sephiroth nearly stabbing Mario in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or Xemnas choking Mickey in Dream Drop Distance?
Choking Mickey. Mickey's evil.
Mickey.
Yeah. Oh!
Mickey gets what he deserves.
Should have finished the bastard off.
Bevan asking, do you like the film Finding Nemo? Yes, it's my favorite Pixar movie. Then last question from Deli18 asking, thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077's removal from the PlayStation Store and now issuing refund funds?
It should never been released like that in the first place. They wanted to get the holiday window, and it cost them $1.8 billion because CD Projekt Red lost 20% of its stock value in the wake of the shit show that has been the last 2 weeks. Yeah, they're a publicly traded company, and they lost 20% of their value. So congratulations, you've ruined a bunch of people's lives, stressed your entire team of developers out, burned all your PR, and lost $2 billion in the process.
That's a massive failure.
It's one of the biggest disasters in like video games.
All I can think of is like I can't wait to see the internet historian video about it.
Right. I mean, Jim Sterling just did a video today going through like a bunch of the stuff about it, and he's just like, it took a year for Anthem to rack up this much bullshit. This happened in a week.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know how it happened, but like, before the game actually came out, I just saw like the word Cyberpunk 2077 and knew nothing about it whatsoever. But it was just like, it just sounds like a game that's gonna have like a shit show. I don't know why. And then lo and behold, like I can't prove to you that I thought that, but I just like I had that gut feeling somehow.
Once they because they delayed it a couple times, like, oh yeah, it'll get delayed, but then they delayed it a second time. And it was only delayed by like a month. I was like, why would you delay it that short a time? And then it started coming out that reviewers were not allowed to use their own footage for like the version of the game they were reviewing. It was like, that sounds sketchy.
It was.
Yeah.
And the fact that they didn't give anybody console access and everything, it's just like, as soon as they said that you can't see the console version, I was just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Something's gonna happen, and lo and behold,
it was like they should have either just scrapped the base console versions, or delayed it further.
Yeah, for real.
But the thing is, like, they announced this like at the beginning of the generation, for that game, so it's like, we got to put it on these consoles,
right?
So fucked. I mean, because they open pre-orders so fucking early. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, you already have hundreds of thousands of pre-orders for a version that literally doesn't fucking work. Like, shit. Well, I mean, they ended up refunding everybody anyway, so I guess they could have just done that earlier and saved themselves the headache. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Sad. Very sad.
All right, that's all the questions. So let's see. Next podcast is going to be at the beginning
Next
of the
year.
Yeah, it's going to be on the
We'll see you next
4th.
year. I'll be 30. I'll be 30.
Yeah, Jax's
Stage,
birthday.
you wanna
Welcome to the
play?
old squad.
Jax's birthday is on the 31st, on New Year's.
Yes. Yes. Hopefully 2020 keeps going. So I have an eternal birthday. December
Eternal
31st.
birthday. Well,
Yes,
well, like
eternal.
well, like I've told you, I'm not like counting 2021 until like the virus is gone. So
Perfect.
yeah.
Eternal birthday.
All right.
I'm one of those bitches that has a fucking
2021.
birthday.
2021 finally starts in 2026. You know.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent, dude.
All right, so we'll see you guys then on January 4th. So bye everybody. See you next year.
Bye, Nate.
Goodbye.
Bye.